Hello, and I'd like to welcome you to the 21st Annual Waterfowl Festival here in Bay City, Michigan. We've got a lot going on here today. This is actually the second day. We're up here on a Sunday. We've got a few hours left, so if you're seeing this right now, get on down here, enjoy some of the goings-on that are happening. But this goes on every year. It'll be about the same time next year, and a lot of events going on. This is not about just waterfowl and waterfowl hunting. It's also about conservation and coming out to this beautiful park and seeing all the great things that it has to offer. A lot of vendors around. You can talk to everybody. That's what we're going to do. So stay tuned.
Great getaways. Great getaways. My wife said, we know that guy. We watched that guy 20 times. Are you sitting over there? Yeah, I got that. Watch for yourself. What was the name of that? Great getaways. Are we all done now?
They're giving out the awards at this point. They got head around it. But yeah, all the phones.
When we start again at 1:30, she said. We're live. We're not live.
No, I thought I seen Brian walking away from it.
We're standing here. We're in the Bay City State Park, a beautiful park. We've got the Waterfowl Festival going on, and I am with the park interpreter here, Valerie. And Valerie, a park interpreter, what does she do?
They make it easier for you to understand nature. So we're not interpreting a foreign language. We're trying to get people to understand the relationships between the living and non-living parts of our environment.
Okay. How do you go about this? I mean, people come here for day use, but also for camping? And then what? You take them out, or they come to see you?
Well, this is their public land, and this is a state park, and it's owned by the people of Michigan. We want them to value it and become good users of it, and then also to conserve it ultimately and become advocates for it. So to do all that, we want them to know why it's special, unique, and why should they get outdoors and why use their public lands.
Now, do you then take them into a classroom? Are you taking them out on trails? How do you get that information to them?
Oh, all kinds of ways. We do a lot of school field trips. A lot of kids come out here for a full day visit, and we take them outdoors and show them the resource, because it's a lot different seeing it in real life than reading about it or seeing it on TV or on the internet. Kids, they don't get outdoors anymore. So we want them to touch it, to smell it, to see it, and experience it. I think that puts them on fire and maybe gets them outside again.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead and invite them up?
Well, come on out to the park, and this is a wonderful place to spend the afternoon. It's one of the best places to watch for wildlife. It's a great place to bird. One of the three best places in Michigan, because we have all the flyways crossing here. We have 3,000 acres of coastal wetland, and all of our trails weave beside in between the water and the forest at the edge. So that's where animals spend their time, is at the edge of these ecosystems. So great places for wildlife watching.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate you talking to us.
Thank you.
You guys want to try this? So you can hold it in left hand. Both of you? You want to try it? Oops, sorry. You're all right. You all right? Okay, now, this is where your fingers are. One here and two down below. The arrow's going to come right to here.
Okay, well, as I mentioned before, we're in Bay City. We're at the Waterfowl Festival, and with Summer right now. And Summer, you're the main coordinator for this whole festival. Maybe you ought to tell everybody what it's all about.
It is to bring families and kids out and all the sportsmen and women that are interested in the outdoors, get them all in one spot, get them interested if they have never been experienced or have ever encountered anything like this. Get them interested in it, spark the interest that they may have had a long time ago, and that rekindle that love for the outdoors. So that's the main goal of this event, and bring everyone together. We all have the same purpose, and that is to take care of, manage, and maintain what we've been given.
Right. And that's one of the things, too. People think of Waterfowl Festival, okay, duck hunters. Well, that's not true.
No.
I mean, that's part of it, sure, but it's also about conservation and preserving what we've got.
Yeah.
So that's an important part of it.
Yes, sir.
What are some of the displays that we have on hand that help people understand that?
We have a vendor out here that is selling organic honey, And she came to mind first because we are having a problem these days with our honeybees. And she has a display out about that and how what we do as a society is affecting the environment. And we're trying to bring awareness to that. And also, we have other conservation groups out here, and they come in for free, and they let all of our patrons know that there is a concern, and where is that concern? So,
Okay. Now, we've got a lot of programs that are going on. I'm seeing duck calling.
Yeah.
I know they've got work they're doing with dogs. And give us
Yeah.
an idea of some of the things that are going on that people could actually see or get involved in.
right, we have a quackathlon, and it's a great event. We have, within the quackathlon, we have 5 events that go on. One is a waiter race, the other one is the air rifle marksmanship. We also have a waterfowl ID, so you got to know your ducks. If you don't, it's all points. And then we also have a canoe race, and all the points are added up, and in the end you can win a canoe. Right now we have a couple canoes from Northwoods, and then we also have Cabela's Calling Championship, and the person that wins that, it's the state championship. They go to Stuttgart, Arkansas, and they represent us. And that it's a great way to get our name out. You know, as Michigan, we are concerned about the things that we do here, you know.
Okay. Now, this is your 21st annual.
Yes.
So we could probably expect it's going to go on again next year, right?
Yes, I sure hope so.
And is it the same time every year?
Yes, it is the first weekend of August every year.
Okay, and Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, sir.
And this, of course, is Sunday. We've got a few hours left. You get a chance, get out here now. If not, get up here next year. You can really come out here and enjoy yourself. Whether it's for conservation, waterfowl, just being in the outdoors and being in a beautiful park.
Guys come out to the Waterfowl Festival often? Guys came out last year? First time? Yeah, first time? All right, my name's Nathan. I'm a deer hunter naturalist and guide here at the Bay City Rec area. And today they asked me to put on a little animal show, or more in case of a reptile show. I do have one other little critter I want to bring out too, but I want a show of hands. How many people are scared of snakes? More than yesterday, more than yesterday. All right. Well, fear is inherited from your parents. Usually when you're young, kids don't have that natural fear of snakes and stuff like that. If you can let me know right now that you guys do not want me to bring the snake by you, I need to know that now. All right, so I got a couple. All right, we are going to get up a little personal and close with these animals. Some of them I cannot have you touch. Others, like the turtles, I might allow you to pet. We're going to smell some of the animals. We're going to go over a little facts about the animals. As you can see, me and my brother here, he's going to be my helper for today. We're going to go around. These aren't normal. You guys don't see these kind of snakes here in Michigan, right? I hope not. That'd be a problem. What we have in our hands are a common pet snake. These are called ball pythons. They originate from Africa. They like really, really hot weather, about 90 degrees, and they burrow. They like to go in little burrows and hide there. All right, Mama's is my longest animal that I've had. I've had her for almost 15 years now. She is as old as I am, and she was a wild caught specimen. This is thing 1. It's a sibling at home is thing 2. We didn't bring thing 2 because thing 2 looks just like Mama's. But as you can see, Mama's is a lot darker than thing 1 here. So we're going to walk by. We're going to give you some facts about Mama's and thing 1. They only grow about 5 feet. Mama's is fully grown. She is about 5 feet. They are cold-blooded just like every other reptile. They like to eat small rodents, small little birds if they can catch them. But usually they maintain on a diet of rodents. They're not active. They're usually nocturnal animals. They like to hide out. You usually don't see them out in the morning. They'll heat up, go back in, and just cool down. They like to keep their body temperature around 83 to 85 degrees. So I'll let him finish his walk around. There's a couple people that don't want the snakes by him. Don't bring them by him. All right, I like starting off with the snakes just because it's a lot of people are fearful of them, and it gets a lot of people's attention. As you can see, we've built up a little bigger crowd in the back here now. We got everybody sitting on the sides. You guys can feel free to come in and look at the animals. I need this walkway cleared though, because I am going to bring an alligator out later in this presentation, and I cannot have him freak out. All right, we got Smog out. Okay, the crowd builds a little bit. Tension, right? You guys are all hoping I'd get bit. I see a couple heads shaking no, but they really mean yes. No. Smog I had for about 3 years. He is a rescued alligator because people don't really understand how to take care of animals like this. He is part of my educational experience with alligators. I am writing a thesis paper on the American alligator. I am learning about alligators as we speak. All right? Handling an alligator is the most dangerous thing you can do. All right? You do not want to pick up an alligator. You do not want to go near an alligator at all. View them for a distance. They're a beautiful creature, as you can see. Don't you think he's beautiful? Yes. Not as purses, ladies. Boots? That's usually the guys. All right? Smog here, he's about 4 foot. He will reach a max length of 10 to 12 feet, weighing over 500 to 800 pounds. Now, the American alligator is known for its reputation to have the strongest bite force on the planet. Ever hear of that? An alligator bites you, you're not going to get out? Well, you can get out. There's a couple ways to defend yourself against them, but I hope to God you guys never get into that situation. All right? The alligator's bite force is rated at 5,526 pounds per square inch. It is the largest bite force that was ever measured on the planet. So that gives them the name, the strongest bite on the planet, all right? Now compared to, like, say, a great white shark, you're talking about 2,000 pounds per square inch. They don't really need that bite force the shark does. He's got cone-shaped teeth, the alligator. They're meant to hold on to fish. That is why. They're conical teeth for a reason, all right? He will lose them and regrow them. As you can see, he's lost a couple, but that's okay. They will regrow. Smog's just looking around.
Let me go. I want to bite somebody.
No. So this is Smog. This is the end of my presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed the Waterfowl Festival and have fun today, okay, guys? Thank you very much for stopping by. You guys can feel free to walk, but you guys got to stay about 3 feet away from this cage. Yep, I will stamp your thing. If you don't have them already stamped. Grab it, you can stamp them, don't. The cards. Do invasive species.
What do you feed him?
Well, he's on Missouri's crocodilian diet, and he's on pre-killed rodents, cockroaches, bluegill fish, all kinds of crazy stuff. You got to keep him guessing on what he's going to eat, because if you give him just one thing all the time, he's not going to be a very happy alligator.
He's not happy because you pulled him out.
That too.
Right now he's mad.
Oh yeah, he is a little mad.
Score.
have some exotic animals and I have some native animals. Can anybody tell me any native animals here in Michigan? What? Well, can you tell me any turtles in it, that are native to Michigan?
Painter turtles and snappers.
Snappers. All right, I got a couple of those. Box turtles. Box turtles are really cool because they're terrestrial. They're not aquatic. A lot of people think all turtles are aquatic. Now, it's more closely linked to like a tortoise. It has a tortoise elephantine feet, and it likes to sit on dry land. Now, a lot of people with the box turtle, though, they like to eat it.
You know, nice thing is this show is not just about hunting. As you can see behind me, we have a clinic going on. They're building wood duck houses. Now, if you've ever been wandering around the woods on the trails, probably near a pond or something, and you look over and you see, and you just kind of get a look, well, you got one right here, and that's what they look like. And they'll be pounded on the side of a tree, probably in a brown color, green color, sometimes hard to spot. But that's what the wood ducks will use to nest in. And they've got a clinic here showing people how to build them, take them out, put them up.
That's not a good thing because the box turtle eats poisonous mushrooms in the wild. It actually makes the toxins go in its skin, and when people eat it for like turtle soup, anybody ever had turtle soup? It's really good, isn't it? It's a slow-moving animal. Everybody understands, you know, if you're lost out in the woods, I mean, hey, it's you or him. So they cook it up, and then guess what? You have the worst night of your life because all those toxins get into your system. His defense is his coloration. The coloration of his skin defends him from you guys and other animals. It tells them, it's a warning signal. Hey, I am toxic, don't eat me. I'm gonna make you feel bad and I taste nasty.
We have a winner yet?
Not yet, about a half hour.
Yeah, we're still tallying right now.
Okay, how's it been up here? Have you had a lot of people in?
Must have had
Been
Quite a
looking
few, quite a few. We had
Quite a few?
probably 150 yesterday and not quite that many today.
Now, how many artists do you have involved in this?
I'm gonna get over
10 or
here.
12.
All, plus we had the working decoys outside yesterday, that we had over 50 birds out there. The ones that we floated in the tanks.
Okay. So, but the people that are visiting up here that want to come in and see some of the artwork that's done and how it's done and how beautiful it is, I might add, they can come in here into the Welcome Center. And,
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Now,
Yeah, there's somebody in here all day, and they explain how the voting goes. This is all vote, people's choice.
okay, so anybody can come in here and do this?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how
Yep,
terrific
that's
is
what
that?
we give them the slips and they come right in and
Wow, very nice.
vote.
Very nice.
Just a reminder, at 1:30, we do have the
I'm standing next to a Wolverine. We're here in the Welcome Center, and they have all these displays in here. Now, Wolverines were native to Michigan a long, long time ago, and they have been hunted out for hundreds of years. Occasionally one shows up. This one here, they found in the thumb a few years ago. It lived here for a few years. I'm not sure where it came from. There's been a few guesses. Maybe it came across the ice. Maybe it came from somewhere else. Lived here for a few years, eventually died, and they now have it on display here. So you can come up here to the Bay City State Park at the Welcome Center and view this beautiful Wolverine.
we have the Michigan duck calling contest at the outdoor stage.
We're up here, we just stopped, we got a conservation officer here, and we want to talk to him a little bit. For people that are going out duck hunting, there must be a lot of guys got to know to go out there and do this.
Yeah, some of the stuff that we run into a lot that guys aren't too familiar with are not knowing the shooting times. They're not too familiar with the species of birds that they're shooting. So we're out here at the Waterfowl Festival right now. We actually have a wing ID test that guys can go through and kind of brush up on their identification skills. But some of the main things that guys need to worry about this year is the early teal season. It's the third year for that. And the big difference with the early teal is that the shooting time doesn't start until sunrise. So most guys are used to waterfowl hunting with the shooting time starting a half hour before sunrise. But with the teal, since they just want those shot during that season, want to have a little bit better light for better identification purposes. So that's one of the big things to watch out for the teal season.
What's the best way for a person to learn more about it?
About the regulations?
Yes.
We have hunting and fishing guides that stop at any customer service center. Anywhere you buy your hunting and fishing license, they should have those available. That's all the guides, and that's what we expect people, to know. Brush up on your guide before you go out. It's got some bird identification tips in it. It's got all the shooting times for wherever you are in the state and all the other regulations that apply for waterfowl.
Now, if they see you out there, can they stop you and talk to you about it?
Oh, absolutely. Yep. Stop. I've had probably 100 different questions about duck hunting the last day and a half. So.
I'll bet you have here.
Yep.
Well, thank you. We appreciate you talking to us.
No problem.
Now we're on the pond, and I'm talking with Larry. He's a volunteer out here of the Quackathlon. I think I got it right.
I think you got it right. All
right.
Right.
All right. Well, maybe you can explain to us what this whole thing's all about.
Okay, it's 5 events. It's there's 1 adult and 2 youths. They got to do 5 events. The first one we'd like them to do is do a decoy toss, which is out at the end of our dock. We have a ring set up, and it's got a circle in the middle and a circle on the outside. At the inside, they get 3 points, and then they get 1 point for the outer ring. They get to 12 decoys total, which is 4 per person, and they get scored by that. And then they do a BB gun shoot, which is up here
up along where all the other cars.
It's up there by the DNR. Anyway, they got a station set up there, and they shoot the same target. We got targets set up. It's made just for that, and it's set up exactly the same. 3 for the middle and 1 for the outer ring. Then they have to come on over here and we'll walk around our lagoon and identify all these decoys that we have placed out.
Oh.
There's different varieties of decoys, and they have to tell what species they are.
Wow.
And then after that, we do a wader race, which is a brand new event this year. What we did is we took a pair of waders, and we put some Velcro around it. We strapped the children along on their parents' side on each of them. So it's like a potato sack race, only it's 4-legged one.
Okay.
And very entertaining.
I'll bet it is.
Very entertaining. And then our last event, which we're going to do here pretty quick, is a canoe race. Which they got to do is they got to go all the way across our lagoon, and there's a tote set up there, and there's little rubber duckies in there. So one of the youths paddle, one and he's all sits in the back, and then one of the kids got to get out of the middle of the canoe, jump out, grab one of them decoys, get back in the canoe. They got to turn their canoe back around, paddle back across, put it over there in a bucket over here, and then everything's timed. That's timed, and the wader race is timed. And then the highest score wins the first prize, first, second, and third. Last couple of years, we've been able to give kayaks away for first prize.
Wow.
Second place this year, we have 2 canoe rentals from our local community, our local canoe deliveries. And our third prize today is going to be golfing 9 holes for 4 people. We have 4 passes on that, and also a $25 gift card goes along with that prize.
Wow!
So
these are nice prizes.
Yes, it's very entertaining. It's very family oriented, pretty educational.
Now, how old are the kids?
They got to be under 17 years old, and they got to have 1 adult and 2 youths to participate.
Okay, and what about from the bottom up? I mean, 3, 4-year-olds that young get involved in these kinds of things? That's pretty rough.
Not really too much, I mean, because in order to win these better prizes, you want a better team.
Okay.
And, somebody that's a good competitor.
All right. Well, that's a good place to come out, bring the family, and have some fun. Thanks a lot, Larry.
Yep, thank you.
we're out here, we're talking to Roger right now, and we're out on one of the beautiful docks that are out here, and you're Friends of the State Park. That's what you call yourself?
Yeah, Friends of the Bay City State Recreation Area.
Okay, what do you do as that?
Okay, we're the nonprofit group that raises funds and obtains grants so that we can provide all these activities out here that we do year-long for free. We've rebuilt our towers out here, which was $70,000. We put the splash park in, which was $250,000. We did the playscape years ago, and we got plans for a new playscape. And then we have a lot of other new plans out here for more activities. But we depend on the grants and people's donations because like I said, everything is free out here, and we have activities during the summer 7 days a week, sometimes twice a day. Friday nights, we have free archery for the public. We teach 5:30 to 8:30. Saturday mornings, we do the archery from 10 to 1. We have free fishing on Tuesdays. We supply the poles and the bait. And just, you know, there's a lot of good things. And if you wanted to check out, go to the Friends of the Bay City State Recreation Area on our Facebook page. And we have a lot more activities on there that you don't see out here.
Yeah, tell us a little bit about where we're at right now. What are we looking at and what's going on?
Right now we're on the lagoon out here at the Bay City State Park. We're on our dock out here right now. One of the biggest events that we do out here is our fishing program. We teach kids fishing, and it's a big thing. It's something that the DNR wants us to do because we are a partnership with the DNR, even though we do most of the work. but it's been a good partnership, and we do most of the entertaining out here and like I said, raising the funds. And we have dipping docks in the back here. I don't know if you can see it or not, but we go out there and we do a lot of environmental water quality testing out here. We check the depths of the water, a little bit of the water quality, what grows in the mud, the different types of bugs and mosquito larvae, crabs, and we teach the kids all about that stuff. Teach them about our environment and how to keep it safe.
They have so much here at the state park. And I know today, Waterfowl Festival going on. I was looking at some retrieving that was going on over here.
Yes.
I see that just said something else out into the water. You have any idea what that is?
Yeah, this is a little ducky program. It's a part of our quackathon. Quackathlon is what it's called. And what we do is the families got to participate in 3 different activities. I think one of them is identifying ducks, shooting an air rifle, and then tossing this out here, and they got to get it in the ring. If it's in the outer ring, it's 3. In the middle ring, it's 3 points. The outer ring is 2 points, and then we add up all the scores after, and then we draw. They got to do a canoe race, which we race across the canoe in a canoe across the lagoon with the families. And you want to see something funny? That is a ball. But then after that, we added up all the different scores, and then we get some very nice prizes. Like this year, we had kayaks. We give away 1 kayak each day. And plus other prizes too, and they're nice prizes. And a lot of them are donated by our vendors and Frank's Great Outdoors and Cabela's, they're our biggest supporters out here. And it's fantastic. People don't realize what we do out here for the people and the work that we put in. I've actually had people come out here and said, never knew this was out here, and they lived in Bay City all their life, which is kind of sad, you know. So come on out and visit us. I tell you what, we got a great state park. Tobacco Marsh we do kayaking out there once a week. You got to call ahead in time, make reservations, and it's available for everyone. So.
Well, thank you, Roger. I appreciate that.
Stop it, man. Sit down. Knock it off.
That's a big call. We came by, we seen your sign. First time I'd heard about it. I'm not really a duck hunter, so this is new to me.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about your organization.
So what Delta does is we are the Duck Hunters organization. So we utilize funds spent to advocate for duck hunters on the local, state, and federal level.
A lot of what we do, it has to do with hands-on projects and critical nesting regions, so all across the prairie potholes, and we're looking to expand our projects into the Great Lakes region with what's called our Great Lakes Initiative. Now those projects include numerous things. One would be hen houses, nesting structures, and also predator management projects, so paying people to go in and actually actively trap these heavy nested regions. We're finding that that drastically raises nest success rate for all of these ducks. So our ultimate objective is endless opportunities for duck hunters and abundant waterfowl. So we want more ducks over your spread at the end of the day.
Okay. How do people get involved?
Membership, so we have annual dues that we pay, and then I'm working tirelessly to start more chapters in the state of Michigan. So that's a large part of what we're doing today is volunteer recruitment. So we're looking to get those chapters active. And a unique part of Delta's chapter system is what's called the Waterfowl Heritage Fund, and those local chapters get to retain 25% of everything they raise for the organization to earmark that for local projects that they so please to do. So if we want to put that towards hunter recruitment programs, youth first hunt programs, scholarships, sponsor a local trap shooting team, build nesting structures and put those out on local habitat, they can do a number of things with the Waterfowl Heritage Fund.
Okay, a lot of good things. And Eric, we appreciate you talking to us. And if you get a
Absolutely.
chance, stop out here and see Eric, learn more about this.
Okay, now, this is where your fingers are going. One here, two down below. The arrow's going to come right to here. Right there. Chase. Down there. Oh, you don't want to do it? Turn your body to like this. Here. Sideways. Well, now when you pull it back, you see how you pull this in, pull it this all nice one.